Think of Tandem 365 as a 24-hour assessment service. They do things that you might find in urgent care or in some cases an emergency room. They're not a substitute for the emergency room, of course. If they do assess you and you need emergency room care, you will go to the emergency room. But they primarily work with Priority Health and primarily operate right in people's living rooms. We took a look.
The whole time.
Charlotte Strook gets her vitals checked right next to the family photos in the living room.
When I call them, they're here. It's not that I have to wait 3 days for a doctor's office.
Charlotte and her husband of 46 years don't get around like they used to. That's where Tandem 365 comes in.
We use multiple different disciplines. We have nurses, we have social workers, we have paramedics. Essentially the model is if a person needs help in their home and wants to remain in their home rather than traveling to a brick and mortar setting like a hospital or a doctor's office, we can bring care into the home for them and then give them the same sort of thing they might get at an emergency department or a hospital and just make sure that they have their needs met.
The care doesn't end with a visit.
They're always calling me to check on me afterwards to see how I'm doing and if I'm better.
They've been around 11 years and serve people across Michigan.
I tell you what, when I had my lung cancer surgeries, I wish I had them around then.
Roughly 1,400 people use Tandem 365 for these at-home visits. Heather Howard is one of the paramedics.
That when they're not feeling well, they can call Tandem and we can go out to see them to assess them for like an urgent assessment.
It's oftentimes an alternative to the emergency room or urgent care for people who may not be able to leave the home like they used to. And caregivers, Charlotte has grown to love.
I don't know what I'd do without them. I'd have to hire 3 other nurses or something, or 6 of them. So no, they're great. I couldn't tell you what I'd do without them.
I have the unicorn of all paramedic jobs.
Julie Dunmeyer, Fox 17 News.